We're on the Washington State University campus in Vancouver, Washington, where they spearheaded the Digital Technology and Cultural Degree Program, where they learn how to develop websites, widgets, and mobile apps for local businesses. So glad you're with us on Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Ken Ackerman. You know, speaking of electronics, if you have an old computer or electronic gadget that went kaput, don't throw it away. We'll tell you why. Please welcome Shelley Caldwell, Interim Executive Director of Empower Up. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Why can't you throw these things away?
Well, there are state guidelines that require people to recycle their electronic equipment.
Can't go in the landfills.
It can't, not anymore.
Okay, so that's something many people may not know.
They may not. And so what we would like to ask is for people to bring their electronic equipment to us so that we can recycle it or reuse it as best as we can. We love to reuse equipment.
Now, when you say us, it's Empower Up. Tell me the mission of Empower Up.
Well, Empower Up reuses electronic equipment, and then we redistribute it to low-income families and children so that they have internet access. Because anymore, you have to have the ability to get online, to do business, to function as a person, to do homework, to apply for jobs. And if you don't have access to that equipment, then it's almost like not having a phone or not having an address anymore.
Now, the people that actually recycle the computers, you say, is a nerdy culture, but,
yes.
but one that's very diverse as well.
Yes, we have an awesome volunteer culture at our organization. We work with high school students, we work with retired seniors. We have a lot of volunteers coming in from Clark College, people who are going back to learn new job skills. So it's a great environment to come in and learn something new, even if you don't have any computer experience at all, or if you rebuild computers at home all the time. Everybody works together, and it's a great environment to learn.
Now, you say it's a good environment to learn, and in a way that I wasn't even thinking. You'd have a 60-year-old man with incredible work ethics working beside
a high school student or a young adult who hasn't had a job before. So they're learning skills like how to show up to work on time. Aside from learning how to rebuild a computer or install an operating system, they're also learning some basic work ethics. How to show up on time, how to work together with other people. And I think especially in our geeky culture, that extra skill of being able to make eye contact and ask somebody, what's wrong with your computer, or what, people like to, when they drop off their equipment, like to tell us, the provenance of when they bought their printer and now it's broken. And so our volunteers get to interact with people and talk about equipment and kind of geek out a little bit and share their expertise. And so it's a lot of fun.
Now, you say some of the people that volunteer with you don't have computer background training.
That's true. We find that we partner with multiple community organizations, such as Partners in Careers and Goodwill, and then we also work with some high school programs. And so, and you would assume that high school kids would know all about computers, and often they know how to use their phone, but they don't know how to send an attachment, or they don't know how to hook up a printer. So there are some different skill sets that everybody, because of our culture, we all share information with each other, and because it's a volunteer-based organization, really have to put a lot of energy into sharing information with each other and reusing equipment as much as possible. So it's really interesting to see all the great and tangible things, and especially for high school students, to be able to see the tangible impact they have on the community.
Now, you do recycle parts, but there are parts of gadgets and computers you can't reuse, and what do you do with those?
With those, we ethically recycle them. So another part of the training experience in volunteering is learning how to use tools and take things apart, and that is where our older volunteers who've been in the work arena for a long time, really share their expertise, because encouraging other volunteers to be safety-minded, make good decisions, use the right tools. So it's really neat to see that happen. So anyway, volunteers learn how to take things apart, and then we sort out the materials, and then those materials are ethically recycled.
All right, Shelley Caldwell, thank you very much from Empower Up. Thank you for being here as well. On Comcast Newsmakers, I'm Ken Ackerman. Make it a great day.